It's Book of Mormon time, baby. Not a fan, I guess. There's haters out there, but... Alright. First Nephi, chapter 1, verse deuce. Yea, I make a record in the language of my father, which consists of the learning of the Jews and the language of the Egyptians. Much shorter verse this time. Alright, so this kind of starts out one of those odd claims. If Joseph Smith's a fraud, which most people, of course, are going to claim he is, it's a really odd thing to start right out with. This mixing immediately that he is making a record which consists of the learning of the Jews and the language of the Egyptians. Seems a lot easier. Well, first off, it's a lot easier just to write the Doctrine and Covenants. You just claim revelation. That's all you have to do. There's no plates. There's no language to translate. You don't have to look at a hat with a stone. There's nothing to claim of that sort. You could just say, got revelations. Boom. There's a light bulb, and God told me. Like he did with Doctrine and Covenants. That's all you have to do. But he makes a much more bold claim with this. And with the Book of Mormon, right off the bat, he not only does all the early stuff with plates and everything, but then he starts saying that it's actually written in this mix of Jewish language, which would be the Hebrew and Egyptian mixed. It's just an odd claim, which has been mocked a lot. I mean, and for a good reason. I mean, think about it. When people first hear this, they're like, what are you talking about? But I think now, they found a lot of different things, different languages that actually have been mixed. This is actually less of a joke for the people that have seen that. Not that they found this exact language, but it's not as much of a joke now, this idea that there'd be this mix between these two, or that the Hebrew language would ever be mixed with any such thing. This actually comes up later in about... Book of Mormon covers about 1,000 years, so it actually comes later when Moroni talks about it that they've changed this language over the time, so it just becomes known. Nephi obviously doesn't call it this at the time. Moroni refers to it as Reformed Egyptian, but by the time Moroni has it, 1,000 years of people writing in the same language, it's going to be a little bit different by the time it gets to that end. I don't know if it would be the end, like the beginning is like 1700s English, and then 1,000 years later, I guess it's like Ebonics. Still English, but I don't think they're really understanding each other too well. A little Ebonics reference for you. So he basically writes this thing, Reformed Egyptian, and he writes his whole thing in this. This is this really crazy, this unknown language that nobody knows about, and this is what Joseph actually uses. He actually translates from is this unknown language, this really weird thing that that Nephi has. So it is odd. Not gonna mince words about that. Reformed Egyptian. Reformed Egyptian. It's the bee's knees. It's the bee's knees. It's the bee's knees. Take it, haters. Take it.